Hello, welcome to Yoga with Gandha. This is my first video. I'm really excited about it. I decided to do this video for my students, especially so that they could carry on practicing while they're away on holiday, since I won't be seeing them for a couple of weeks. But this video is good for everybody, so even if you've never practiced with me, you're very welcome to join in. It's about a 30 minutes practice Vinyasa flow. So just sprawl out your mat, get ready, and let's get started. Coming to a comfortable seated position. Once you're happy with your position, allow the eyes to close, hands resting onto the knees, and let the breath flow in and out of the nostrils. Sense the sitting bones rooting you down into the floor. And then from there, allow the spine to lengthen all the way up. Shoulders soft. Eyes and jaw soft. And then start to explore how deep your breath can be. Allowing more air to come in as you inhale. And then all of the air to come out as you exhale. As you continue to breathe, feel the movements that the breath brings into the body. Taking another 3 full rounds of breath. As you next exhale, empty out completely and allow the eyes to open. Bring yourselves into hands and knees. Making sure the wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, fingers nice and spread. Knees in line with your hips. And then start to lift the navel up in towards the spine. Back of the neck long. On the inhale, drop the belly, look up, broaden through the collarbones. As you exhale, round, look at the nape. And continue to move through cat and cow, following your own rhythm of breath. Bring the movement in the whole of the spine, from the pelvis all the way into the neck. And think of creating space into each and every vertebra. Taking one last full movement. And then return to your flat back. From here, start to push the hips up and back, coming into your downward facing dog. Bend the knees and lift the seat up to the sky. Draw the navel in towards the spine and let the head relax down. Taking one full deep breath. And then start to pedal the feet, finding some space at the back of the thighs, the back of the calves. Hands pressing down into the floor. And then coming to your stillness in down dog. Allow the head to be heavy, let it drop down towards the mat. Let the head be so heavy that it tractions the spine, you find length into the spine. From here, look forwards, start to step the feet to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, send the tailbone back, crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, soften the knees, hands down, relax the head. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. As you exhale, Savasana. Big toes touching, a little space in between the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. As you exhale, bend the knees, hands down, head relaxed. Inhale into your flat back, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling, hands down, plank pose. Hold your plank nice and strong. And then drop the knees down, lower down, all the way to the floor. Inhale into a small cobra. Exhale, down dog. Taking 5 long breaths in down dog. Set the gaze in between the feet. Let the head relax. Get 2 more deep breaths. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. As you inhale, reach the arms up, look at the thumbs, stretch up. Exhaling, release. Okay. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, hands down. As you inhale, flatten through the spine, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose. Strong into your plank, send the heels back, crown of the head forward. Drop the knees and lower down to the floor with control. Inhaling into your cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Continue to press down actively through the fingers, especially the index finger and thumb. Let the heels melt down towards the mat. Even if they don't reach all the way down, just allow them to soften down and back. Taking 1 more deep breath. Exhaling, knees bent, look forward, step the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold swimming. Inhale, reach all the way up, gaze the thumbs. Exhale, Savasana. 1 more like this, inhaling, arms up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale and lengthen. Exhaling, hands down, stepping back, plank pose. Broaden through the shoulder blades. Little rounding of the upper back. And then your choice, you can drop the knees down or you can lower down through Chaturanga, very controlled. From Chaturanga into upward facing dog, thighs lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your long breath. You can visualize a balloon inside of your ribcage and imagine it expands as you inhale and it softens as you exhale. Breathing in fully and out completely. Last big breath. On the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step the feet to the top. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold fully. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, release. As you inhale, bend the knees deep, coming to your chair pose. Sink the hips down, make sure you can see all 10 toes in front of the knees. Reach with the fingertips, lengthen the side body. Good, 1 more breath in chair pose. Exhaling, fold fully. As you inhale, look forwards, lengthen. As you exhale, hands down, step or lightly hop into your plank pose. From plank, knees down or full Chaturanga to the floor. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhaling, down dog. Right leg up to the sky. Right foot in between the hands. Back heel down, Warrior one. Good, staying for a couple of breaths. With every exhale, see if you can sink deeper into the front knee, rooting down the back edge of the back foot. One more inhale. Exhaling, hands down, step back through your vinyasa, lowering down with control. Inhaling, back bending, exhaling, down dog. Left foot up to the sky. Left foot in between the hands, warrior one. Inhaling to come all the way up. Exhaling here. Outer edge of the back foot presses down into the ground. Front knee nice and bent, 90-degree angle. One last long inhale. Exhale, hands down, stepping back into your plank, lower down in your choice of vinyasa. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Remember, you always have the option to come into child's pose if you need a moment, if you need to catch your breath. Wherever you are, 5 long breaths. From child's pose, make your way into your downward facing dog. And as you exhale, look forward, step or lightly hop the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold fully. As you inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Hold it here. Sink the hips down, lift the navel up. Good, one more big breath. Exhaling, hands down, Uttanasana, folding fully. As you inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, hands down, stepping or jumping back into your plank and lower down through your vinyasa. Exhaling, down dog. Right leg lifts. Right foot in between the hands, warrior one. Long inhale. Full exhale. Good, one more like that. Exhaling, hands down, frame the front foot, step back through your vinyasa. Inhaling, back bending, shoulders relaxed. Exhaling, down dog. Left foot up. Left foot in between the hands, root down through the feet as you rise all the way. As you exhale, hands down into your vinyasa, lowering down with the knees or full chaturanga. Exhaling, down dog or child's pose. Wherever you are, start to deepen the breath. Slow it down. If you're in child's pose, come back to down dog. And on the next exhale, look forward, step or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, bend the knees, chair pose. Good, one more long breath. Exhale, fold fully. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, plank pose. Moving through your vinyasa. Meeting in down dog. Right leg up to the sky. Hold it here for a few breaths. Send the left heel down towards the floor or maybe down into the floor. Keep the gaze at the foot. As you next exhale, foot in between the hands, warrior one. Inhaling in warrior one. Exhaling, opening it, warrior two. Back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. And then with every exhale, sink deeper into the front thigh. Gazing at the middle finger of the right hand. Good, one more inhale. Exhaling, elbow onto thigh, side angle pose. Spin the chest to the ceiling. Activate the fingertips. Feel free to work with any variations you usually take, so maybe hand inside of the foot. From wherever you are, take one last breath. Gaze down at the front foot, hands down, plank pose. Holding it here nice and strong. Lower down in your choice of vinyasa. Inhaling, shoulders relaxed. Exhaling, down. Left foot up to the sky. Hold it here, take a couple of breaths. Send the right heel down towards the floor. As you exhale, foot in between the hands, warrior one. Inhaling in warrior one. Exhaling in warrior two. Big inhale. Exhale, elbow onto thigh, side angle pose. Take the same variation you took onto the other side. So if the hand was down inside of the foot, same variation. If the arm was up, stay up. Gaze down at the front foot, hands down, moving through your vinyasa. And child's pose, resting for a few breaths. Allow the breath to slow down, allow the heart rate to slow down. Good. From here, come up onto a seated position and then send the feet out and to the front. Move the flesh away from the sitting bones. And then bend the right foot, place it outside of the left thigh. Right hand behind you for support, left arm up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hold on to the right outer hip. And then twist, looking at the back shoulder. Front foot active. And then see if you can make the back hands light, maybe lifting it up. Or maybe just onto the fingertips. Take one last long breath. As you exhale, return to center and de-rotate to the other side. Extend the leg, bend the left knee, foot outside of the opposite thigh, left hand behind you, right arm up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twisting. Keep the front foot active. And then see if you can make the fingertips light. One more long breath. As you exhale, de-rotate to the other side. Release the pose and roll down onto the back. Place both feet down to the ground. Right foot on top of the left knee, and then hug the left knee into the chest. Hold on to underneath the knee or on top of the knee. Release the head and shoulders down to the mat. Let the upper body be relaxed as you draw the knee in towards the chest. Any fine stretch into the right hip. Breathing into that stretch. Taking a few more slow breaths. And then gently place both feet down to the ground. Same thing, other side. Left foot on top of the right knee. Hug the knee into the chest. Holding on underneath or on top of the knee. Left foot active. Shoulders relaxed, neck rest. Give it a few more big breaths. And then release the feet down to the ground. Have the feet down hip distance apart. Make sure you can touch the heels with the fingertips. And then from here, press the feet down. Start to lift the pelvis up and feel the spine vertebra by vertebra off the mat. When you have space, interlace the hands, shuffle the shoulders under, and lift the hips super high for bridge pose. Keep the chin into the chest. Feet rooting you down, knees pointing forward. Think of not only lifting in the lower back, but also in the space behind the heart, opening for the thoracic spine. Good, take one more long breath. As you exhale, release the arms and slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra. When you're all the way down, take a moment into a neutral spine. And then send both knees over to the right and over to the left. One more time to the right and one more time to the left. Prepare for one more round of bridge pose. Press down with the feet, hands onto the side body, lift the pelvis and roll up. Interlace the hands when you're ready, shuffle the shoulders under. With the big toes pressed down into the ground. There's some activation of the glutes without clenching them, just working through the glutes, working through the thighs. One last long breath. And then release slowly down to the floor. Take a moment into a flat back. Just feel the work you've done into the spine, into the legs. And then from there, hug the knees into the chest and roll side to side to massage the lower back. From here, arms alongside the body, lift the legs up. Keep the legs together and the feet together. And you can allow the eyes to close if that feels good. Allow the upper body to be as relaxed as possible. Just the legs, super active. Allowing the blood just improves circulation. You can take this against the wall if you want to stay in this position for longer. So this is a great position to do if you want to boost your immune system, if you feel that your immune system is a little bit weakened and you need that extra help. Take this position with the legs up against the wall and stay for at least 20 minutes. Do it for a couple of days, maybe 3 days, and you'll see that you'll start feeling better and better. Stay for another few seconds. If you take this against the wall, you can pause the video and just stay for as long as you like. Otherwise, bend the knees into the chest and release the feet down to the ground. Bring the knees back in, open the arms into a T position, and then send both knees over to one side, gazing in the opposite direction. Keep the shoulders down into the mat. And don't worry about how low your knees are going. Not important, just keep the shoulders grounded, allowing some release into the spine. Bring the knees back to center and send them over to the opposite side. Always gazing in the opposite direction compared to the knees. You can allow the eyes to close if that feels good, as we're coming to the end of the practice. Slowly make your way back up to center, and then release the legs to the top of the mat, the arms up above the head. Take a long inhale, stretch the arms away from the feet, and as you exhale, side out and just go release. One more, inhale, stretching everything away. Exhaling, release. And prepare for Savasana. Do anything that feels good to the body to just allow it to settle down and be still for a few minutes. So have the feet as wide as the mat, the arms alongside the body, palms facing it. And then from there, start to feel the body weight into the ground. Allow it to sink down. Feel the weight of the skull down into the mat. And then from there, travel down into the spine. And visualize the spine in perfect alignment. And then allow the muscles of the neck, the muscles of the back to release and let go. Both arms and hands relaxed and sinking down into the mat. Both legs and feet sinking down heavy into the mat. Allow the skin of the face to soften. The eyeballs to drop down into the eye sockets. Let top teeth separate slightly from bottom teeth so that the jaw can release. Allow the breath to be spontaneous, flowing in and out without controlling it. If you can stay longer, stay. Otherwise, start to bring some awareness back into the body by deepening the next breath. Move fingers and toes. And then take any movements that feel good to awaken the body. Hug one knee into the chest and let the other follow. Roll over onto one side, and then using the hands, keeping the eyes closed, come back to a seated position. Sitting nice and tall. Join the hands in prayer at the heart center. Take one long deep inhale and a full exhale. Allow the corners of the mouth to curl up into a smile. And then allow the eyes to open. Thank you.